Welcome everybody again to another exciting edition of Sim Monsters Racing, and what you're about to see right here is round number 1 action, featuring number 1 qualifier for the second week in a row, Austin Grams in the Excalibur, taking on Michael Murray in the Gunslinger machine, who made it in based on his points from last year. He was locked into the event. He made it in. Oz, though, is just taking an advantage of him right now, though. Oh, and Gunslinger's going to roll it over hard right in front of us, and Excalibur is going to get the easy round 1 win. Here you see Mike Elmendorf making his first Sim Monsters Racing appearance in a while, and he'll be taking on Justin Olander, who surprised everybody and qualified in 2nd place with a time of 18.09. The only guy in the 17-second bracket was Austin Grams and Excalibur. Olander sits on the line. Elmendorf already ready over there. They get the green light quicker than I can call it, and wow, Olander was slow on the start with the Lucas Oil Crusader. He's going to have to play catch-up, and that's not going to help him. He just one-tired the jump. Number 2 in qualifying. Nerves must have got to him right there. Is it Mike Elmendorf, who also hits the jump crookedly? He's still going to get the win, though. Wow, what a finish. Here you'll see Mike Elmendorf get a massive hole shot on the number 2 qualifier. This was the problem, though, for Olander. He hits the car, one-tires the jump. That's a penalty. Elmendorf comes back, does the exact same thing as Olander, but was still first across the cars, and the win goes to Shock Therapy. Ryan McCauley now sitting on the line as you see his opponent, Jurassic Attack and Steve Harlow, who made it all the way to the finals last week, pulling to the line as well over in the yellow lane. This could be a good one. On paper, folks, this is close. Number 10 and number 11 in qualifying right here. Max D and Jurassic Attack, they leave the line. Jurassic Attack will have a slight hole shot as they go into the first turn. Oh, McCauley goes way, way, way wide. Comes back around. Still very close, though. Harlow is going to come around this corner. I believe Jurassic Attack is going to have Max D covered as they come to the line. Yes, Jurassic Attack will get the win. Josh Rhodes sitting on the line in the Gravedigger machine. In the other lane is the Michigan Ice Monster, Thurindu Don over there. Rhodes goes into the first turn. Oh, and he is way, way, way wide. Up on 2 wheels there for just a second. Thurindu now going to open it up and have a huge lead, and this could be an upset. Thurindu, oh, he's going to hit the cars. He one-tired it, but Rhodes does the same thing in the other lane, and he's going to roll it over. Michigan Ice Monster pulls off the upset. Tyler May sitting on the line in Blue Thunder. He qualified way down the field tonight in 17th. And he's got to take on the guy that qualified 4th. That's Eric Myers over there in the Iron Man machine. Last week had a rear steer failure. Otherwise, I think he could have won it all. Iron Man coming around this turn right here. And you wouldn't believe the lead he's going to have this first time by. Tyler May had excellent job last week in racing. But this week he is just not faring so well. And Iron Man will cruise to the victory right there. Another guy that designed a real-life monster truck, driving the truck that he designed. That's right, Danny Mast designed the Stinger machine, and his name is on there somewhere on that beautiful-looking paint scheme. And right now, he is just getting schooled around this course by that guy right there, Stephen Hopkins, and the Lucas Oil Stabilizer machine. Stabilizer has done an excellent job, and the word has it is he practiced a lot of the day out here on the course when it was open, and he did a great job of putting the Stinger away right here, and Mast finishes it awkwardly. Travis Sawillo in the big, beautiful Bigfoot machine from St. Louis, Missouri. He'll be taking on Michael Disroach, an equalizer who just got the hole shot on him as they go into the first corner. It looks like it's going to be all Michael Disroach on the exit. That was a beautiful entry to the turn and a beautiful exit for Michael Disroach. Sawillo is trying to come back on him. They come around the final turn, and it looks like it is going to be the equalizer. Wow! All over the place was Roach, but he still pulled out the win. We'll slow it down just a little bit right here and watch Michael Disroach over the finish line. Clips that car right there. Boy, that's a close call with the front tires over the jump, but the officials gave it to him, and Roach will move into the next round. Casey Graves sitting on the line right there. In his opposition in the other lane, Chris Hamilton and the Batman machine. They're off, and you can give the slight hole shot to Casey Graves and the United States Air Force Afterburner. They come around the first turn. Oh, and man, Graves just barely got both fronts on that hill right there. Clips the turning car coming in. Can he pull out the win? I believe he's going to. Yes. Slow it down just a little bit to see if Graves gets him on. Yes, he does. Just barely, though. Both fronts hit it. The rear did not. That's what launched him so sideways coming into that turn. Last week's winner, Austin Oganowski, and Sudden Impact sitting on the line. His opposition, Backwards Bob, in the other lane. Boy, I got to tell you, Oganowski just drilled him on the whole shot. It's proven to you why he's one of the best racers in the game right now. Oganowski has a huge lead over Chris and Backwards Bob. They go into the final turn. Backwards Bob just totally botched the entrance right there, and the win goes to the racing winner from last week in Minneapolis, Sudden Impact. Andrew Field sitting right there, and he's going to be taking on Kyle Carr of Riggs of Rod's Monster Jam fame. Come over here to Sim Monsters, and I got to tell you, Carr was one of the best drivers over there in that series. He finished second in the racing points, and he was always consistent. As he comes around this first time by, he leads it by about a nose of the El Toro Loco machine. Arf is going to try and apex this corner, but I believe Kyle's got his number as they cross. Yep, it is all Kyle Carr. Steve Harlow, Jurassic Attack, sitting on the line. His opposition, though, is the #1 qualifier and the only truck to get under 18 seconds out here on this course, Austin Grams on the Excalibur. This is the start of round number 2, and just look at the way Austin Grams takes that corner. About a truck length lead. Harlow, though, got a great bounce going into this last turn. It's going to be close as they come to the cars, and it's Excalibur by about a truck length. Thurindu Don, who pulled the upset on the Gravedigger in round number 1, taking on Mike Elmendorf in Shock Therapy. Oh, Elmo budged the line right there. Going to wait for the official's call on that. Thurindu heading off into the corner. By the way, battle of virtual Sudden Impact trucks right here. So Sudden Impact Racing Supremacy is on the line as they come around this turn right here. Thurindu has a nice turn, a nice exit. The win goes to Thurindu Don. Ice Monster flips it, though, as he comes open over. Oh, no. Thurindu Don and Michigan Ice Monster will unfortunately miss the next round of racing, so that gives the win to Shock Therapy as they leave the line right here between Iron Man and Equalizer. Boy, Roach is just entering and exiting these corners so smoothly, but the problem is Eric Myers is doing it better than him. They come around this last turn. Who's it going to be? Roach stayed tight to the cars. The win is going to go to Eric Myers, barely, though. Wow, that was close. As they come over the cars, look at this right here. Eric Myers just barely gets the tire across the line first. Casey Graves, the U.S. Air Force Afterburner, going to be taking on the Lucas Oil Stabilizer machine right here. Lucas Oil Stabilizer seems to be the only truck with Lucas Oil on the side of it that's still in competition right now. Stabilizer coming around this turn, and Graves is going to lead that first time by. Lucas Oil Pride on the line as they come to the line. Who's it going to be? It is going to be the United States Air Force Afterburner taking out the Lucas Oil truck. Boy, these two have a history against each other. Kyle Carr and Austin Oganowski. Kyle Carr defeated Oganowski every single time they matched up with one another in the Riggs of Rod's Monster Jam series, including a memorable race from Phoenix Stadium. And I got to tell you, it was within a tire between those two as they came to the line on that tricky race course. And this is going to be no different. This is going to be a race, folks. Kyle sits on the line in the El Toro Loco machine, and he awaits the green light. There it is. They leave the line. Oganowski's going to have a little bit of a hole shot. He stayed low to the ground, too. If you noticed, Kyle Carr was in the air when they landed. First time by, it's Oganowski's race. It's the second time by, though, that matters. Here comes Kyle. Here comes Austin. Austin's on the throttle a lot quicker. He'll get the win and defeat Kyle Carr and get that monkey off his back. Slow-mo replay shows it. Austin Oganowski in Sudden Impact advances to another round of racing. Excalibur, Austin Graham sitting on the line. He'll be taking on the fast loser from round number 1, Michael Desroche, and the Equalizer. Waiting on the green light at the end of the track, and I believe it's going to hit right about now. They leave the line. Austin Grams gets the whole shot by about a half a tire as they come into the first turn. Michael Desroche is cutting an excellent turn. That's what got him the fast loser. The problem is he's taking on the only guy that hit the 17-second bracket, and look at the way Oz takes this corner. He gets the win by over a truck length, but boy, was Roach trying there at the end. Casey Graves, United States Air Force Afterburner, the opposition in the other lane. Mike Elmendorf and the AMSOIL Shock Therapy machine. They leave the line. Elmendorf here on probably a lucky break, I would say, as his opponent in round number 2, flipped it over. And right now he is not putting on a good showing for himself. He clipped those cars right there, didn't get both fronts up it, and he handed the win to Casey Graves. Austin Oganowski and sudden impact sitting on the line, and then the other side, Eric Myers in the Iron Man machine. And I got to tell you folks, this is going to be another one of those holy crap, look at the finish line races. They come around the first turn, Iron Man with the slight edge as they come around into the second corner. I got to give the lead all the way around it to Iron Man. Eric's going to exit the corner and he will win it. Wow, just by a tire. Instant replay of the finish line shows you he actually won it by about a truck length. Eric Myers putting on a show out here, ladies and gentlemen, in racing. He is cutting some laps that rival Austin Graham's. It's the battle of the Austins right here. We've got Austin Graham's and Austin Oganowski. Excuse me, I finally got his name right. They leave the line, and I got to tell you, Sudden Impact had the hole shot as they come around this first corner. It's dead even. They come around this final turn. This is going to be the one that decides it, and I believe Excalibur just got a great hook and a great launch, and he wins it. Casey Graves sitting on the line as opposition. Of course, Eric Myers and Iron Man. Again, a battle of two great friends. As they leave the line, it's all Iron Man on the hole shot. Graves is looking to get his first Sim Monsters points win as he comes around this corner. Oh, no, that's not going to get him the win. Myers is now checking out on him, and Iron Man is going to go to the final to take on Excalibur. Numbers 1 and 4 in qualifying, and if everybody remembers from last week, these were numbers 1 and 2 in Minneapolis. Racing bracket was kind of screwed up when both of these guys got eliminated in round number 2. Austin went slideways racing the Gravedigger machine and actually hit one of the freestyle obstacles, cost himself the win. And in the other lane, Eric Myers, rear steering would fail going up against the Blue Thunder machine, I believe, and it cost Eric the win. Right now, though, you're looking at Austin Graham's number 1 qualifier tonight, and he is hoping to get his first Sim Monsters win. In the other lane, Eric Myers and the Iron Man looking to get a win in Detroit with the Iron Man machine, and they're coming around this first corner. Austin cuts an excellent first corner. He'll lead it the first time by in the Excalibur. Coming around this final turn, who's it going to be? Austin over-rotates just like last week. He'll penalty and hand the win to Eric Myers. Austin Graham's just over-rotated that corner. I got to tell you, there is a happy man right there in Iron Man, but if Austin doesn't blow up that corner, I imagine he wins that race. It was going to be close, but my goodness, what a lap turned in by the Iron Man. Eric Myers is happy, ladies and gentlemen. Hadn't won in a while, was in a slump in the King of the Hill series. Finally gets a win with against 20 of the best drivers in the circuit right here tonight. Myers is happy, and you can tell, look at the air he just got right there. And I believe he's going to try and find a way to park over here by the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, though, stay tuned for freestyle from Detroit. It will be epic.